Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to another micro class. This one's on 3D planning. It's inspired by Be Unstoppable by Alden Mills. 3D planning. After you figure out what your dream is and you figure out your why, then what do? Then you do planning to achieve it. So here's your goal. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? We want to start there. Then we want to figure out your why. Right? We just talked about how to do that in the last micro class. You write your goal there, and then you have a plus and a minus, and you document. Okay, so we assume you've got clarity on your goal, and then you have a strong why. Now we need to do some 3D planning. Three-dimensional planning. What does that mean? It means you take the 3 Ds and you rock it. The first D is you define your goal, define it. Second one is you divide it. And the third D is you do it daily. Let's look at each of those. First, you define it. You need to be specific. As we talk about quite a bit, the number one rule of what makes successful people successful vis-a-vis not so successful people, according to scientist Heidi Grant Halvorsen in her Harvard Business Review article, is they're specific with their goals. That's number one. You need to be very, very clear. You can't have a fuzzy goal. You need to know precisely what you will do and when. Define it. Then, let's say that this is your goal. That's a rock. It may look like a cloud, but it is not. It is a big rock, right? He says you need to take a huge sledgehammer to that rock and just beat it up. You need to divide your goal. Once you've defined it, you need to divide it. You can't be overwhelmed by this big goal. You got to take a sledgehammer to it and just crush it. Pound it again and again and again. What happens when you do that? Well, little pebbles fall off, right? These little flakes fall off of that big goal. He calls those pebbles. He says, look, if you divide a big goal into small pieces, you can take care of this pebble. You're not going to walk away with this huge rock in one day. No goal is going to be achieved overnight. But if you pound it like this and divide it, then you can carry that off and you can go do what? You can do that thing daily. Then tomorrow you can do this one. Day after that, you can do that one. Day after that, you can do that one. And you don't need to have all the pebbles on the ground in order to take the first one away. You pound away a little bit, you get some pebbles, some clarity, and then you go do that work. And every single day, you take a little baby step in the direction of your biggest goal. And so you handle this big, big milestone goal by taking care of the little pebble goals. This is really, really cool idea. I love that vision of the sledgehammer, dividing up your goals into little parts. We've talked about this in different metaphors, right? We've got the dominoes that add up, boom, 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 right? But this is awesome because it really helps us key in on how to make progress via super small micro goals in pursuit of something much, much bigger. And remember, researchers are unequivocal that progress is the best way to sustain motivation. Doesn't need to be huge. Little things in pursuit of a meaningful goal make a big difference. Let's do 3D planning. Define it, divide it, do it daily. Hey guys, this is Brian. A lot of people don't know what I do beyond these YouTube videos I put up, so I thought I'd give you a quick tour of our membership platform. Thousands of people have joined us already. $10 a month, get access to a ton of stuff that's in addition to what I put up on YouTube for free. So the basic idea is you just watched a micro class. Hope you enjoyed that. I just started doing these micro classes, but I now share over 50 of these per month. We've shared dozens so far, and it's basically a quick class on my absolute favorite stuff across the different domains of optimal living. 2 to 3, maybe 5-minute little micro classes on how to optimize your life. In addition to that, you get access to every single one of our Philosopher's Notes. We now have over 250 Philosopher's Notes on some really, really good books. A lot of them. In each one of them, you're familiar with the PNTV videos if you've watched many of those, but we also have PDFs and MP3s of our Philosopher's Notes. So let's take a look at what a PDF looks like. This is an example of a Philosopher's Note. It's a 6-page PDF where I basically share some of my favorite thoughts, riff on it, talk about how other teachers say the same things, and give you a nice playful kick in the butt to go out and apply the wisdom. That is a Philosopher's Note. I record that as an MP3 that you can download as well. And 250 of those. I produce 10 of those at least per month that I share with you, in addition to the micro classes. And then you also get access to all of our old classes. We have the 5-day immersion reboot, Habits 101, Confidence 101, Getting Stuff Done 101, Meditation 101, and then future classes, including Relationships 101, Energy 101, Purpose 101, Biz 101, Goals 101, etc. So there you go. Really blessed to have some extraordinary support, and I will share with you where you go to sign up. I'll put a link to this, but basically cruise on over here. You can sign up, and this is the kind of response we've gotten so far from our members. It's pretty neat. I've made more positive changes in my life in my brief membership, only 3 months so far, than I did through years of counseling. Yes, Brian Johnson, you are a rock star. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And I'm making huge strides in optimizing my life as a result of your Philosopher's Notes and Optimal Living classes. I spend $19 a month on my gym membership to take care of my body. A mere $10 a month on an Optimal Living membership is the biggest value and best investment I've ever made in my emotional, mental, and spiritual health. Thank you for the incredible work you're doing to inspire us to be rock stars in our own lives. Unbelievably inspiring and humbling. In 24 hours, we received hundreds of extraordinary notes from members around the world. So there you go. That's a quick look at what we're up to. $10 a month. Hope to astonish you. There you go.